Hi guys. If I'm moving around, it's because I bought a back massager for myself yesterday. It's moving behind me. Anyone here? Hi, Cat. Who's here? Hi, Joy. Hi, Joy. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Eileen. Hi, Jenna. Hang on. Trying to find old notes in here. So I leave them all in one book because then I can find you guys if you have a second call. Got one person with a second call and one person with their first call. First and only, hopefully. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Australia, darling. You can be second. Mimi, Australia. Mimi, you can be second, darling, okay? Where's Amber? Is Amber here? Just trying to find your old notes, Mimi, from before. Amber, Holly here? Is Amber here? Otherwise, Mimi, you will go first if I can find your old notes. I can't bloody find them. They're here somewhere. Taylor, Sarah, Ashley. Oh, the laws, don't forget your AirPods. Oh, fuck, every time. Every time. That's how you write Ola, isn't it? I wrote Ola to someone the other day who was Spanish and I wrote O-L-A. That would have been like, what a fucking bimbo. Fucking airhead. Hang on. I bet you they're flat. No, they won't be flat. They're perfectly charged. Perfectly charged. My handbag. Thank you for reminding me. Now, the one who's having coaching. Can you see my massage machine go? It's a little... I bought this thing yesterday. Look, I'll show you what it's doing. It's so comfortable. Oh, my back feels amazing. Jenna told me to get something to massage my back, and I was like, I don't really need that. And when I went in the shop yesterday and the girl put it on my back, I was like, oh, it is. Whee! Looks like balls moving around in someone's pants. Looks like Matt Shirvington running. Hi, Natasha. Okay, hang on. Where's Amber? Amber Holly's not here. Well, that's annoying. Let me just find your old notes, Mimi, because I just bloody can't find them. Hang on, I must have gone past you. Okay, maybe it wasn't that long ago that you had coaching. It must be back here. Ali, Kim, Ali, Toma, Elizabeth, Cece, Sandra. There you are. It wasn't that long ago you had coaching. You know what the fuck you doing having coaching with me again? Must be doing something wrong. Oh, yeah. Hang on. What are you sending me a photo about, Jenna? Amber can't make it. Oh, Amber can't make it? Oh, really? Okay, we'll just do Mimi then. What'd you send me? Hang on. Amber can't make it. I can't be there for coaching. I'm traveling. Oh, that's right. She can do it another time. That's fine. All right, Mimi. You're up. Send me a request, darling. I found your old coaching notes. I was in April. Yes, I found you. Hang on. I want to find your actual old form you sent me too. That would be helpful. Just request to join, Amber. Mimi, darling? Oh, Amber. Oh, you can't do it. Okay, do it another day. That's fine. Okay. Normally we don't do that, guys, but we're on the middle of a coaching, so I have to because normally you have to be here on the day that you paid. I can't hear Loz. Have to go out and come back in maybe. Oh, can't hear me? These are on. Can you not hear me? Who can hear me? Can people hear me? Guys, can you hear me or not? Can you not? We can hear you. Okay, good. I do have my lapel microphone that I can use as well, but I'd have to stick that in the bottom. All right, Mimi, can you request to join, darling? Otherwise, I'm going to have to find you. Oh, there's the old one. Thank you. God, Jenna's efficient. I literally just breathe and Jenna's done something. Save. Open. Yes, request to join, Mimi. I can't find you. Hang on, there you go. Asked you to join. Okay.
Hello.
Hi, Mimi. You're not coming on screen this time?
No, I'm.
Oh, okay.
It's so early here, so.
Oh, it's so early. Okay.
Yeah.
So why are you having coaching again?
I need advice about my enough part because I was not telling you everything about my childhood last time.
Okay. So tell me what you needed to tell me that you didn't tell me last time.
When I was from 9, my mom was always saying to me that I was worthless and was no enough. She was always saying to me that I don't deserve to live. She hoped that I die and I am worthless. And that affected me so much. Yeah, so that affected me so much that I started to hurt myself because I just could hear those words in my head.
What, you were self-harming from what age?
9.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So why was she saying things like that? Was she depressed or an alcoholic, or what was going on with your mum?
Alcoholic.
Yeah, alcoholic.
Yeah.
Okay. So the thing is, when you're a child, darling, you don't know that they don't mean that.
Yeah.
That they're just, it's the alcohol talking, and they come up with a whole lot of shit out their mouth that they don't mean. But you will take it to heart because you're a child and you won't know any different.
Yeah.
Right? Even as an
Yeah.
adult, if you're in an adult relationship with an alcoholic and they say shit like that, it's disturbing.
Yeah.
And you're an adult. So I can't imagine being a child and hearing your mother say that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So why did you not tell me that before?
Because it's my darkest memory. And also the same thing happened to with SP. It's just repeating itself.
Right. So what kind of stuff has he said that's similar?
It was just me, actually. I was have trouble. I have trouble to find a job last year, so I just feeling that I was worthless and I was worthless to him and blah blah blah.
So you were just assuming because you didn't have a job, he would think that of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay. So what's the situation with him at the moment?
Yeah, he say that I must have my own life and he don't want a relationship and I need to have a job, but I have a job today, so I see that my value thing is low.
What do you mean he's saying you need to have a job but you have one? What do you mean?
It feels that for me that he sees me as worthless. That it was I thinking.
But has he actually said that, like your job is not good enough, or?
Yeah, he has said that.
He has. Okay.
Yeah.
And so when's the last time you spoke to him?
Last week when I was taking the dog we share.
Okay, but what what's your situation? So you're not together, but you spoke to him last week. So why were you speaking to him last week?
Because we share a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. You share a dog.
Yeah.
Okay. So the only contact you're having is about the dog.
Yeah, exactly.
And why are you keeping the dog with him? Why don't you just keep the dog to yourself?
I don't know, actually.
Because you want a reason to contact him and talk to him.
Yeah. That's right.
So has he said to you, you can just have the dog? And you've said,
no,
it's your dog too? Or has he not said that?
I have said that.
You have
that is
said what?
That is our daughter.
Right.
So
you're keeping the dog there as a way to keep in touch with him. It's like being a teenager and accidentally leaving your jacket at a guy's house and having to go back and get it.
Yeah, probably.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's that keeping that connection between the two of you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, what that means is you've got a story that if you don't have that connection, you're going to lose him.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that what you think? If he turned around tomorrow and said, I don't want the dog anymore, you can have the dog, what would your fear be?
Like I'm worthless. That feeling.
But would you think, shit, I'll probably never see him again?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Which is why you're keeping the dog between the two of you.
Yeah.
So the thing is, darling, the other thing that I've heard is that you've been very active in the group asking questions a lot.
Yeah.
And then the mentors have said to you, you need to go back and watch the coaching. And you even left because one of them gave you advice you didn't like. And then you came back.
I know. I was so triggered.
What were you triggered by?
Because of my SP.
But what were you triggered by that the mentor said?
No, it was just it was not that. It's what that I was digging my enough part and just dig in really, and that was giving me so much flashback from my childhood. So I was so triggered and I cried several weeks for now. So I was.
The thing is, darling, sometimes from the coaching you can feel that triggered. Yeah. How many times have you gone back and watched the coaching?
2.
That is.
Yeah. Sorry.
So the reason why this is recorded, so that you go back and watch it as many times as possible to really hear me, right? Okay. If you're getting triggered already and things are coming up that didn't come up before, it's because I've actually dug a little hole in your heart, in your memory, and now a whole lot of shit's coming to the surface. Yeah. It's the same reason why a lot of people who used to have one-to-one calls with me didn't tell me a lot of stuff about the childhood, then they come back and have a second call and go, oh, I need to tell you things. Yeah. Because they weren't completely honest on the first call, or they didn't want to tell me, or I didn't delve enough sometimes. Now I delve a lot. But the thing is, if I was delving and you still didn't tell me that, what's happened is, it's like when people go to therapy and they say, and people go, oh, people think they remembered stuff that happened in their child because the therapist brought it out. They're lying. They're not lying. It's because it was hidden, right? Okay. So what's happened is, since your coaching, opened up a little hole somewhere to let some memories out. Yeah. And now some memories are seeping out. Now it's starting to trigger you. So instead of really watching the coaching again and going and working on that and allowing those memories to come and thinking, well, what does this mean? What can I do with this? You're instead going for answers in the group, but you're not actually working on the thing you're meant to be working on, which is yourself. So what I heard from the mentors was a lot of the questions are still about your SP. And the whole point of this coaching is not about your SP. Yeah, I know. And even in your form, it's still about your fucking SP that you've just written. And I'm like, what, does this girl not get it or what? So the thing is, darling, look, you admitted to us that you do things for attention, like the OnlyFans thing, right? Yeah. Is the coaching, is the asking the mentors for help and going in the Q&A forum and the needing constant reassurance all day the same thing? Needing attention? No, I don't think so. Well, then why are you writing so many questions? That's an excessive amount of questions. If you're going in the group more than once a week and asking a question, that's excessive. So why are you asking so many questions? I don't know, actually. I just told you why.
Yeah. I know. My penny dropped when I saw you about the ick video.
Right, that you're giving, okay, but what you're still doing it. So what you're doing is when you're going in the group and you're constantly asking questions about your SP and you're not bothering to go back and watch the coaching, you're actually still focusing on him and thinking he's the problem. But how do I get him to do this? Him. But this just happened. 3D shit. The whole problem is, darling, if he is acting the way your mum acted, if he's not prioritizing you, if he's acting like you're worthless, isn't the problem you're thinking about yourself being worthless and not prioritized?
Yes. Only
right. Me. So if everyone's you pushed out, then guess what the mentors are going to do? They're going to be like, well, we're not going to prioritize Mimi's questions in here because she fucking asks questions all goddamn day. We might not even answer her. We're going to say, Mimi, you've asked enough questions. Go away. Go away and watch Lodge's coaching again. And you're getting the same reaction from the coach, from the mentors, keep saying coaches, from the mentors that you're going to get from your SP that you got from your mum. So the penny hasn't really dropped yet, that this whole thing is about you focusing on you. Yeah. And unfortunately what's happening is a whole lot of memories are coming up, and instead of you dealing with them, you're freaking out. And I know what that's like when you go through therapy and a whole lot of stuff comes up. You think, what do I do with all this? What are all these feelings? Yeah. But that's the point. That's the point. Okay. Because those feelings that are hidden down there and have just started to pop out are the problem. Okay. Yeah. You are starting to feel like, oh God, I'm realizing I've got memories of my childhood where someone told me I was worthless or spoke to me badly and I had to harm myself to feel things, right? Or I felt so worthless, I did those things to myself because I felt worthless. Is that why you did it? Why did you self-harm, do you think? What was the reason?
It was because I I could just hear those words.
So you would do it because it made you feel like, well, this is all I am. I'm worthless. Yeah, I may as well hurt myself. Yeah. Right, okay. Because some people do it to feel feelings, but you're doing it because you're thinking, well, this is what I am. I am this thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So, darling, this is the thing. So what you got to understand is, if your I amness is, I am not worth anything, then everyone's going to treat you like that until you change your mind.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone. And so what's happening is even the mentors are doing it. Even the mentors are going, oh, Mimi's such a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that. They didn't say that, but I'm just saying, I'm exaggerating. But what I'm saying is that you need to really get to the core of that. Take your attention off whatever the fuck is going on every time you see him with the dog. And he said this. Yeah. And he turned and did 3 circles to the right. And he drove off and his car went backwards. Whatever the fuck you're writing in the forum. Yeah. Shit about your SP, isn't it? So what kind of questions have you gone in and written in there recently?
I have been quiet.
Okay. Well, what kind of ones were you? What were you writing before you got triggered and left?
This was about my SP.
What kind of stuff?
I can't remember actually. No.
Okay, this is really interesting the way you're saying, I can't remember. You know what you do?
No.
You do what I used to do, which is you'd have a moment of panic.
Yeah.
You can't even remember what you're panicked about, whatever you were triggered about. It's because it's coming so much from your fight or flight response, from your amygdala. It's like, bleh, bit of diarrhea of question. And then afterwards, people will be like, what was your question? You'd be like, I don't even know. I was just in a panic.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's telling me you haven't got a handle on your thinking at all, because if your amygdala is so strong that every time you have a freak out, you're going into the group and asking a question, and every time someone gives you an answer you don't like, you leave or you get upset. It's because you're not emotionally regulating in the moment when you feel something or noticing that you're getting triggered. You're just allowing your trigger to totally take over your whole being. And then you're reacting. Okay. And your reacting is the problem here. That's why you went and opened an OnlyFans, wasn't it? Because you were reacting. Yeah. What can I do to hurt his feelings? What can I do to really stick it to him? I know, I'll get naked on the internet. That'll really show him. You know what I mean? Like, you're doing stuff to really, that are all really responses to your trigger. Yeah. And you're not stopping whilst triggered and going, why am I getting triggered right now? What does this mean? What can I do to quell this trigger? Blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Sent me one of your questions. So you said here, I have a hard time with loneliness because I realized I haven't valued myself at all. I keep myself
exactly.
second place by caring about my appearance. Well, that's why you're not on, you haven't got your camera on, right? So the thing is, darling, stop focusing on me and men in general. Yes, but listen, I understand. Look, you've said here, I'm so fucking tired of being rejected. I get it. I get it. I get when you get to that point, because how old are you, darling?
40.
Right. 40 is about the time when people go into relationship coaching.
Yeah.
It's the highest number of people in relationship coaching, like mentoring groups, is women in their 40s. Right?
Okay.
It's because they've got to a certain time of their life and they've gone, fuck, this didn't go as planned. The problem must be me. But then you also, when you realize the problem's you, get really fucking exhausted of all the things that keep happening because it compounds. And you have man after man after man rejecting you and you think, I'm fucking sick of this. Or the same man rejecting you in your case, like over and over, break up, get back together, break up, get back together, right? And you get to that exhaustion point where you're like, I'm so sick of this, but I want you to get to the exhaustion point of, I'm so sick of me. You wrote, I've decided to stop focusing on this people. You're saying, I'm fucking tired of being rejected. But unfortunately, what you're not understanding is you should be tired of being triggered.
Yeah.
Not being rejected.
That I also.
Because rejected is the aftermath. The rejection is the aftermath of your thinking you're going to be rejected. Your trigger, the rejection is the aftermath of thinking he won't prioritize you and he's going to prioritize his job or whatever he's doing in his life, right? You've got to understand, and Pamela was really trying to help you, Jenna was saying, but the thing is, you've got to understand, everyone was trying to help you, all the mentors were trying to say, Mimi, stop looking at the 3D, stop reacting to it, stop being triggered by it, and start going within and feeling the feelings you're feeling. You might need to go and take a duvet day for a whole week and feel the feelings about what your mother said to you and all the memories that are coming up. You might need to do that, and that's okay.
Okay.
You might need, I remember one time, I woke up in the middle of the night. It was one year that I had this realization about something. And I remember waking up in the middle of the night, this is years before I went to therapy, and just crying and crying and crying. And I remember my door was open and my mum was on the other side of the room. This is when I'd come back from London one time, or Sydney. And I was crying so loud, and I was almost crying loud enough for her to hear me, and she didn't wake up. And I was hysterical, and I was just like weeping. And I don't even remember now what it was about.
No.
But it was just this horrible purging of all this shit, right? And it was just, I needed it. Then, when I went through therapy, I think that happened again. When I went through therapy, it felt like that again. And I had crying like that all the time. But sometimes it needs to come out. And I think what you're doing is you've held it in for so long that you're just allowing the 3D to trigger you, but you're not actually dealing with this. And if it's coming up now after the coaching with me, it means you've never dealt with it, darling.
Yeah, exactly.
So what are you going to do now?
Cry.
But what I want you to do is just feel the feelings. Don't go write a question. Don't text your SP. Don't go to another manifestation group. Don't go to another coach's page and ask a question. I want you to go within and think, what's this got to do with me? Something just triggered me. This is the steps you need to go through. So something happens in the 3D that triggered you. I want you to stop and go, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to react. I'm not going to write a text. I'm not going to ring the person. I'm not going to go online and ask a question. I'm going to go within and ask myself, why is this upsetting me?
Okay.
So ask yourself, why is this upsetting me so much? So give me an example of something that caused you to go and write a question in the group. Something that happened in the 3D.
Let's think. It can be, but I was triggered one time because I answered my SP because he texted me about the dog. And I text him back about something, and he answer me hours later. So I was triggered about that. I
You were
don't
triggered
know
about the
why
need to wait.
after.
Yeah. So you know what? Can I be really honest with you?
Yeah.
Because you don't have a picture on your Facebook.
Yeah.
I thought the whole time you've been in my group, you were about maybe 19, 20 years old.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Because of the way you write your questions and the way you would react in lives, and I would give you answers. And I would get frustrated with you because I thought, oh, she's young. You're too hard on her. So what I'm seeing, what I've got to be really honest with you, you have the reactions of like how a teenager would react to something.
Yeah.
And I mean this in the nicest way, and I mean reactionary. Right? So about what teenagers are like, they'll just blow off the handle and be like, fuck you, mum, or something, and then they're grounded or whatever, and they just react. Yeah. And they don't think before they act, right? You came across to me for months before you booked coaching that you were young. Yeah. Your reactions were like almost not immature. I don't want to say immature, but like almost teenage, right? So what I sensed from you was that you were young. Now I'm realizing what it is you have a disconnect between your amygdala and stop yourself. So what happens is your fight or flight response is so strong, it just kicks in right away. And it's almost like you don't have any logic in between time. You don't stop, assess the situation, and go, is this a wise thing to do? Or why am I thinking like this right now? Right? You just let it take you over. Okay. Then what happens is, then you're going to get bad responses from people. Like, if your SP, I don't know if you've done this, but say he didn't answer you in time, and then you're like, where don't you want to see the dog, or don't you care about me, or don't you care about us, or whatever, however you would respond, then what response is he going to get? The telepathic ick response. He's going to get the, oh, Mimi, fucking hell, I was just busy, right? So what you're doing is you're not stopping yourself to the trigger and assessing what you're doing and slowing down your response, whether it's asking a question in the group, whether it's emotionally responding. You just got to stop for a second. I just want you to stop and be like, what am I doing right now in my mind? What's racing around my mind? What am I thinking? What could I do differently? What could I think differently? And stop yourself, right? It's almost like put a lock on the fridge because you're obese and you can't go in there and get food, and every time you have the impetus to go in and emotionally eat like you normally would, you go to the fridge and there's a lock on it. Okay. So every time you go to the fridge, you've got to think, well, I've got to put the combination in or unlock this lock with the key, and while I'm unlocking this, I've got to start thinking, is this a wise decision? Or I'm going to stand back and think, I don't really need this food. Yeah. So what I want you to do, I want you to keep a journal. A journal for the next 2 weeks. Every single time you feel triggered by anything. Now, it doesn't have to be anything your SP does. It can be. It can be thoughts about what your SP said. Yeah. It can be thoughts about your childhood. It can be something you saw in the group and you read and it triggered you. It can be anything. Okay. Right? Or you're just lying in bed today and thinking, I don't want to get out of bed. I feel rejected. I feel sad. I'm depressed. That's your trigger. Okay. So write it down on one side. Okay. Then I want you to write, why is this triggering me? Yeah. Next column. So what's the trigger? Why is this triggering me? Okay. Next column is, what can I think instead? Right? What can I think instead? Right? Then I want you to look at the column that says, what can I think instead? So say, for example, it's something like your SP not responding. So you've sent a text to him. It took 4 hours. You got triggered and started thinking, I'm going to write a text saying, you don't care about us, or don't you want the dog, or whatever. And you stop and you think, okay, this is my trigger. This is what's triggering me, his non-response. How am I feeling? I'm feeling rejected, like he doesn't want us. Like, and right. Yeah. What's my trigger here and what am I feeling? Sad, rejected, unprioritized, la la la. Take those words and then write what you're going to do instead. I'm going to say, of course I'm a priority. He's just busy. Yeah. He's allowed to take 4 hours to respond. It doesn't mean anything. I'm not going to read into this. Of course, he prioritizes us, but if I start thinking he doesn't, he won't, right? And write the response and then read that. Oh, this is my new response. What I'm thinking is he's just busy. What I'm thinking is I'm just coming up with stories and he's not prioritizing me. What I'm feeling is rejected. I'm going to stop feeling rejected. I'm going to start thinking he's prioritizing me. I'm just going to think he's busy.
Yeah.
And focus on that. The next trigger comes up. You're lying in bed. You start thinking about something your mum said. Okay, what was my trigger? I remember this memory. Why is it triggering me? Well, I'm starting to feel like, oh, this is hopeless and I'm always going to think these things and this is always going to come up, right? And then I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling worthless. I'm feeling blah, blah, blah. And then write it down. It's okay. Loz told me these things will come up. They're just coming up to come out, like spew. Like you've got all this spew in your stomach. It's all got to just come out because you're feeling sick. You can't leave it in there, right? Whenever those memories come up, whenever the memories of your SP come up, remember, it's just all the spew coming out. You've got to get it all out because you're sick.
Okay.
Right? Write that down. So for 2 weeks, every single time you feel like coming in the group and asking a question, I want you to go to your journal instead. Your trigger journal.
Yeah, okay.
Then I want you to really, really, really read it.
Okay.
Answer you're going to give yourself. And they're going to be your new affirmations. Because it's going to tell you what you need to work on. Oh, fuck. I really feel like I'm worthless. Of course, I'm worthwhile. I am worthwhile in everyone's life. I am prioritized. I am their main priority, right? And then you're going to see it's not about your SP. It's your story here that's the problem that you've written down that you're going to change.
Yeah.
Then you'll know what you need to focus on for the next 2 weeks. Then what you can do is go and watch your coaching again, having read all those notes you just made yourself, and then think, what was Loz telling me in the first coaching? Then watch this one again. What's Loz telling me in this coaching? Oh, yeah. Right? So
I
want you to, so the practice, the reason why I'm asking you to do this, it's almost like I'm giving you physical practice, which is not reacting the same way you used to. I'm forcing you to go instead within your journal. Within yourself and think, and feel, rather than straight away coming for help.
Okay.
Because your straight away coming for help thing is part of your trigger.
Yeah.
Reaction to your trigger, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Then you'll see all the things that are triggering you. Think, fuck, there's actually a lot here. It's not just my SP. It's like me thinking about my mum. It's me something happened at work today. It's a whole lot of stuff. It's actually not, a lot of this isn't even about my SP, you'll probably discover.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So then, how do you feel about me telling you to do that?
It feels fine.
Do you think you're going to be able to do that and not come in the group for 2 weeks?
Yeah, I've started to really take a grip on myself since yesterday, and is coming up many negative assumptions that have turned to it was something about worthless, and I've turned it to that I am worthy to be loved just the way I am.
Right.
And that feels really good.
Good. And what do you mean here? Be honest, what are you still doing that you shouldn't be? Poke the 3D and obsessed over what my TikTok is showing me. Do you mean like tarot?
Yeah.
Well, try and not interested in those pages unless, look, tarot comes up all over my For You page. And I don't mind it there because I swear to God, it's my story. So it's very funny to me, I say, because I swear to you, it's exactly what's happening to me.
Okay.
It's very strange, but I sometimes I listen to it as entertainment. I'm like, oh, yep, that's happening. Oh, that's my new affirmation. Yep. But I'm saying only listen to that tarot if that's what's happening. If you're listening to it to hear your new story being created, like, oh, you're really working on yourself and things are really changing for you, and your SP really loves you and prioritizing you, they'll be back. Then you go, oh, tick, that's my new story.
Yeah.
But if the tarot's there because you're going, are they going to come back? I want the answer. Then don't watch it.
Okay.
You're only watching it for validation of what your new story is, to see if it's being reflected in the tarot yet. That's the only time I'd ever watch tarot. Any other time, if you're looking for it for answers, please don't watch it.
Okay.
And flick past it or press not interested or something. But I find, honestly, I just find the tarot on my view page fucking fascinating. But it's because I can listen to it and not be looking for answers from it. A lot of you are watching it and looking for answers from it. There's a difference. You understand?
Okay. Yeah.
Then what do you mean poke the 3D? What are you doing to poke the 3D?
It takes my SP.
Right. Like what kind of stuff?
Funny videos of dogs or something like that. Playful thing.
That's what
I don't know why.
Teenagers do. That's what teenagers do, Mimi.
Yeah.
Give me attention. If I send you this, will you give me attention? Stop it. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
He'll be pleasantly surprised that he hasn't got any dog videos this week.
What?
He'll be pleasantly surprised that he hasn't got any dog videos this week. He'll be like,
exactly.
Oh, has she gone off and got a life? Has she gone off and focused on herself?
Yeah. Probably.
Okay.
Okay.
So I need you to do that. Now, tell me, what kind of things could you say about your mum that could maybe make you see her differently in the way she treated you? Like the kind of things I said about she obviously had issues and that's why she spoke that way to you. What kind of things do you think you could say about your mum, not to excuse her, but to create a different story about why she acted that way and why she said the things she said to you?
That is so hard, but I talked to her today in the phone and she said that I was the best, so that helped me.
That's nice.
A bit.
So you have a good relationship with her now?
Yeah, I have.
So what was going on with her when you were young and she was saying those things? What was happening with her at that time that was making her come out with that kind of stuff out of her mouth? Was she newly divorced or drinking a lot? Or what was going on?
My dad was cheating on her.
Right. Okay.
Because he was not. They was always fighting and that kind of stuff.
And so why was she taking that out on you, do you think?
I don't know, actually, because we are a large family with many siblings and stuff like that. So I don't know why, but I'll
tell you why my mum used to take it out on me and my brother was because she did not know how to regulate her emotions, so she'd just yell or take it out on us and say, look what you've done, or this is all your fault, or la 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 la. My mum didn't have a good handle on her emotions. She thought she did, but what my mum did, she would pretend she was fine, fine, and then blow up, right?
Okay.
And the blowing up was what we got the brunt of.
Yeah.
Okay, so my mum, if you asked her now, she could talk because she's got Alzheimer's, but if she was present now and asked her and said, why did you blow up like that? She probably would say, I never did that. She would never remember that she ever spoke to us that way. Because I'm telling you, it was from her amygdala. It was like she was fine, acting fine. Then she go, bleh! And she go, and she wouldn't even remember that she even spoke that way, said that.
Yeah.
Right? So if your mum was reactionary the way you are now, probably can't even remember saying the horrible things that she said.
Yeah.
I bet you. I bet you if you sat down and said to your mum, when I was such and such age, you said to me, she would say, I never said that.
Yeah. Probably.
Right? Because they don't realize they have no control over. And so what's happening is with my mum, my dad was a terrible husband. And so she was affected by her marriage and them constantly fighting. So she would take it out on us instead of out on him. Right? Because we were easy targets. It's harder to take it out on a guy.
Yeah.
Right? So my mum would never really realize that's what she was doing, but that was what she was doing. So I need you to understand, if you can have some kind of story that you can somehow forgive your mum for why she was acting the way she was, like she was in a terrible marriage, my dad was cheating, she didn't know how to emotionally regulate her emotions, she reacted just like I do, she didn't really mean what she was saying. If I asked her now, she wouldn't even remember, she didn't even mean it.
Yeah.
Try and have those stories.
Okay.
Because then you're convincing your mind that the story that was implanted in your mind from her isn't really true. that it was actually about her and what was going on with her. Because if I think about what was going on with my parents' marriage, half the stuff my brother and I had inflicted upon us when we were kids had fucking nothing to do with me and my brother. It was to do with my mum being desperately unhappy in a very unhappy marriage. My dad being incredibly stressed and probably having fucking bipolar and not being able to handle his emotions. I had two emotionally fucked up parents who thought they were so together in their head. And they weren't. And they inflict their shit on you, right? So I want you to take away any words that she said and be like, this has nothing to do with me. She didn't really mean any of that. That was her stuff, her problem. And the more you can say that story, the more you'll see from the eyeballs of a new perspective that she didn't really mean anything she said.
Yeah.
Especially if she was drinking.
Yeah, exactly.
Because my old alcoholic boyfriend, if I said some of the things he'd said to me, he goes, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, fuck, dude, do you want a recording of what you just did? They can't remember. Right? Not that I'm excusing it, but I'm just saying they literally can't remember anything they've said, done, anything.
Okay.
So then you've got to go, well, then that's got nothing to do with me. That doesn't, I'm not going to take on what they were doing when they were all fucked up. That had nothing to do with me. They had nothing to do with me. I want you to say that a lot. That had nothing to do with me. That wasn't about me. I'm not going to believe anything she said. That wasn't about me.
Okay.
And then if anything's coming up in the 3D now, you're like, well, that thing, whatever they're doing over there, I'm not reacting anymore. I don't have to react. I'm not being like my mum, I'm being reactionary.
Yeah. Okay.
Keep the journal. Then what I want you to do is come back in 2 weeks. Then you can come back in the group. Hi guys, I'm back. Okay.
Yeah.
And then write a post for us and tell us how you're feeling having done the trigger journal.
Okay. Absolutely.
And then give us an update, and then I'll reply.
Okay. Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
It feels good.
Okay. And do you have any more questions?
No.
Okay. So I think that's your biggest thing, darling, because, and also give yourself a bit of grace, understanding that between the last call and now, of course, all these feelings were coming up that were triggering you and memories from your childhood. Of course they were.
Yeah.
Because you had suppressed them before. So anytime horrible memories from childhood come up, try not to beat yourself up or just let the feelings affect you and feel the feelings and let it pass.
Okay.
Don't be like, oh my God, all these memories coming out. Well, yes, they will.
Okay.
Yeah. And then go and have a big duvet day if you need to. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I look forward to hearing how you feel in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
All right, darling. Good to talk to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Yay. All right, guys. So Amber's not here, so her coaching will be another time. When will it be, Jenna? Some other time. Whenever, you can tell me. All right, guys, I've got to go because I've got a man coming to assemble furniture, and I've got my IKEA delivery and a television delivery and a whole lot of deliveries. I get the phone. I have to move furniture around before they get here. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me, and you can watch this back, and Mimi, you can watch this back. I have no idea. Okay, we'll figure it out. All right, guys, see you soon. Bye. And the new course will be out on Monday. New Fuck the 3D day morning. Oh, Monday US time. Anyway. Two coaching spots available for Sunday though. Oh, okay. But aren't I going to do the video of that person's coaching? Even if there's no slots, I can still do that, Jenna. So someone wants coaching with me, but doesn't want me to do it live because they're busy. So I'm just going to answer their form live. I'm going to do that on Sunday. Aren't I doing that on Sunday, Jenna? Otherwise, let me know and we won't do anything. All right, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.